One small, simple, life-changing, research-based habit to set up your kids in a whole lot of ways for a better life. Hi, my name's Daniel C. and welcome to Raising Tech Healthy Humans, a video series to help parents think deeply about how they approach technology in their families. And parents often say to me, I don't know anything about technology and my kids are way ahead of me already. How can I possibly help guide them? And I like to encourage you as parents to say, actually, sometimes the simplest things that we do have the most profound difference. And I want to talk about one of these practices that can make a transformative difference in the life of your child, even if you don't know anything about technology. And that is to create a pattern or rhythm of a digital-free meal. And while I say simple, it's not easy. We're losing our ability to eat together and talk as families in our culture. I remember training a group of leaders in New York. They're all in their mid-20s and they were super smart and up-and-coming professionals in a company, and I was teaching them about how to make space in work and life. And I talked about the importance of a tech-free meal. And one of these leaders said to me, I've just started to eat a regular meal each Tuesday with my flatmate. One week I cook and the other week she cooks, and it's so much fun. We just talk and drink and it's the best time of our week. And all the other people in the room, about 8 or 9 different leaders, said, oh, what a great idea. I've never thought of that. And then one lady said, it's like you're in the 1950s. And I remember thinking, wow, when the idea of eating together is so radical that it reminds us of a time of black and white TV, well then something's been lost in our society. And so let's just reclaim this idea of sitting around and talking as families and eating together at a table. It can have a transformative difference in your life. So according to Habit author Charles Duhigg, families who habitually eat dinner together raise children with better homework skills, higher grades, greater emotional control, and more confidence. He calls eating together a keystone habit because it unlocks a whole lot of other benefits, and it's absolutely incredible. For example, 12-year-old girls who ate a meal regularly with their family in one study ended up being less likely to smoke marijuana or be pregnant as a teenager and had better college entrance scores. I mean, that's not bad for a simple habit of eating together around a meal. The research says that the benefits are the same no matter whether you cook them organic broccolini with chia seeds or get a $2 pizza from Woolworths out of the microwave. It's not about the food they eat, it's about communicating and bantering and talking with people in their life, talking with those they love. If a family meal is something new to you because you're used to eating and grazing apart, well then why don't you start by asking a few simple questions. These are some of my favorite questions to ask at dinner. What are you thankful for? It's so important to train our children to be thankful and grateful, and this question is worth asking. Did you have any wonderful challenges or failures today? This question comes from Malcolm Gladwell, and it's about desirable difficulty, meaning that we want to encourage our children to do things that they might struggle or fail in order to encourage them to be resilient. And what did you try hard at today? A question that comes from Carol Dweck and her theory on growth mindset, because it's better to try hard at something than to think that you're innately good at everything. And here's my all-time favorite question, the one that we ask regularly in our family at dinner. What is your high-low gruffalo? The high point from your day, the low point from your day, and a gruffalo, something random, strange, or interesting. This one question can unlock a whole lot of laughter and help your children think about what's working and what's not in their lives and to communicate as a family. I quite like these 2 commandments from Susan Morsehart, who fasted from technology for a month with her children and wrote a book about it. And she says, "Thou shalt not bring media to thy dinner." But because her children found a loophole, she added another, which is, "Thou shalt bring no dinner to thy media." Okay, have a pause and think about and discuss this in groups. What benefits do you see in family meals? And how can you take a step towards having regular tech-free meals as a family? If you like this video, please like and subscribe. And if you'd like to watch the rest of our Raising Tech Healthy Human video series, visit raisinghumans.au/parents. You'll receive a handful of videos related to my books, as well as a few infographics, some digital contracts, exercise activities to do with your kids, and a whole lot of other fantastic resources.
I hope you're enjoying this series about raising tech-healthy humans and how to make space in a world of digital clutter. Our next video answers one of the big questions parents ask me, which is, when should I get my child their first smartphone? It's a huge question. We need more than simplistic answers. I'd love you to stick around and watch the next video.